Senator Elizabeth Warren is doubling down on what she says happened to her when she was 22 years old. And you've probably maybe heard her tell this story before, but she said that she was fired from a teaching job because she was pregnant. And someone heard this story and they wanted to dig into this and check. So a publication called the Washington Free Beacon Report, which I'm told is a conservative publication, went to New Jersey and they got the county records. Now they say that the county records show that Elizabeth Warren actually resigned from that teaching job in 1971. She was a speech pathologist at a school, and that 2 months later, or 2 months earlier, the board had actually approved her staying on.
Right, an extension.
Right, and gave her an extension.
So these county records would seem to dispute Elizabeth Warren's story.
And not only that, but people are also pointing to a 2007 interview she did where she basically said, long story short, I resigned. I had to go back to school for more courses, but I ended up resigning and staying home to raise my kid. So her own words kind of seem to contradict her story now.
Right, but this morning after that report came out, she was on Twitter and wanted to, and made it very clear. She said, when I was 21, finishing my first year of teaching, I had an experience millions of women recognize. By June, I was visibly pregnant, and the principal told me the job I had already been promised for the next year would go to someone else. And now she points out that this was in '71 before it was outlawed, pregnancy discrimination.
Right, there was no like congressional protection.
It should be noted that Elizabeth Warren is not saying that my boss directly told me you're being fired because you're pregnant. She's suggesting and connecting those dots.
Right. I forget what the date is of the next debate, but I would imagine this is going to come up.
I think that's a good bet, safe bet.
Hi, my name is Desiree from Mount Vernon, New York, and ironically, I am a New York City public school teacher who was recently pregnant. And although we have those discriminatory pregnancy laws in place, there's no one there that's making sure that those laws are being followed. So I'm happy that the senator is actually doubling down, because when I was pregnant and getting ready to apply to a new position, the first thing that was made mention to me was, well, how are you going to hide your pregnancy during an interview?
Wow, that was actually...
It's an important issue, and I think a lot of people could relate, but it's important that she be telling the truth, that it's an honest story. It's important.
Right, and it is something that does affect millions of people, whether or not it happened to Elizabeth Warren. So we will see what happens with that.